You said and that you are more, and that you are more like a female than a male.
A lot of our actions, yes, a lot of the actions that we do, because if you're raised by a lot of women, you respond the way they do, even though it's not helpful. And I try to explain this to people. Imagine, if you're a boy and you watch your mom, like mine. My mom used to watch, she's gonna hate me for telling the story, but she used to go into the store, and back when I was young, they didn't have scanners. They had the little tags on them for the prices.
Yeah.
But she would tear one tag off of something cheaper and put it on something expensive. And the white people would be like, ma'am, we don't think that refrigerator's $3.99. And she'd say, well, that's what it say, you better. And she would act a fool, and to the point of where they would be like, just take it, take it. So the guy, as a boy, you say, well, that's all you have to do is act a fool, and people give you stuff, but you don't realize, no, you're a man. You act a fool, somebody gonna punch you in the face. Like they show you on television right now, women get mad at you when they're on cheaters. If they catch a man cheating, they get to slap him in the face.
Isn't that amazing?
If you catch a woman cheating, you can't slap her in the face.
I know. That is so crazy to me.
So as a man, you don't get the understanding that, well, you can't act like that. A lot of brothers are dying because they're acting like women. Their responses are like women. You can watch them online right now. They're arguing, talking about clothing like women. Almost everything they do is just like their mothers.
Most of my attacks come from men who are attacking me in the way that a woman would attack me. You know, it's not like manly at all. What is a man?
I think a man is a person that doesn't make excuses for his life. A man is one that says, I just want the opportunity to build and take control of my own life. Most people, women want the help of someone to give them something.
That's for sure.
Man's like, no, because if I see whatever lane you're in, I want to create my own. Like if you notice what men and women do, if you have a beautiful wife, I want to get one more beautiful than yours. If a woman sees a woman with a nice husband or a handsome husband, she wants her husband. So our mentality is different. So as a man, I just think it's someone who wants complete autonomy in his own life to make his own way.
Do you feel like a man?
Right now, yes.
And what does a man feel like?
Like every day you wake up, it's a new challenge for you to help build something for someone else. I love creating opportunities for people. To me, that's a man. I love showing somebody else how I got through this area, like a Lewis and Clark, so to speak. Like you build the trail and they follow. That's what a man is. So I wake up every day and I feel good because I've done something that no one else had done.
Yeah, I noticed that I at one time had my mother's identity and my grandmother's, because they pretty much raised me, even though my grandfather was around.
Yeah, that's illegal, right?
And
that's called identity theft.
And so I had these emotions, you know, I was very insecure, I had doubt, I had fear, I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. But when I forgave my mother and God took all that away from me, He took away all those emotions. And now I know what a man feels like. And what I realized, there is no feeling to being a man. You just see what's right. You get up and do what you need to do without having to think about it or feel about it. It's a way of life. There's a feeling being a woman, but not a feeling to being a man.
Jesse, people don't talk about it, but we probably need to speak about it more. There are a lot of black men who run around with a lot of angst towards their mothers.
Yeah, most men hate their mothers. But especially black men, because they've been raised by them.
And you were beaten by them. Think about it. Most black men, the first person who beat them up was a female named their mom. And they couldn't fight them back. So why do you think the first thing they do when they go to school is fight some other boy to get their manhood back?
Well, that's because they hate their mothers for doing that and their grandmothers. And so you become like what you hate. And so they start acting, they take on that identity and they act the same way all through life unless they learn to forgive and overcome it.
Yeah, think about how quick they want to kill us coons.
Yeah. Whereas a real man, if he saw something wrong or disagreed with you, he would reach out to help you. You know, is there anything I can do? You're seeing this wrong. Blah, 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 right?
Right. Talk it out. Conflict resolution is something we usually aren't given as black.
That's right.
Why do you think they're shooting up at the club? Somebody disrespected them.
Absolutely.
And they come back and they shoot the club up.
But they don't know that that's the nature of their mothers and grandmothers.